Hey, good morning. Welcome to Monday morning, the week of Independence Day, July 4th. Today is Monday, June the 30th. And so, welcome into the study, into the office this morning. I'm always looking for a theme, an idea, something that I can carry on for 6 days this week. Let's talk about our nation, the United States of America. Everyone who watches this video is not necessarily in the U.S. or a U.S. citizen. But I think it's appropriate and helpful, and again, it gives us a theme and something to go on. And as Americans, we are an arrogant bunch. You can argue, rightfully arrogant. The, God has blessed us in such a particular way in these less than 250 years of national history that we ought to be the envy of much of the world, and because of just mere competition and national pride and those kinds of things, jealousy would be a normal reaction for some. To the way that God has blessed us, but here's the reality: we tend to see much of the world through the lens of well, where is that in how's that reflected in American greatness, or how's American greatness reflected in that? Well, biblically speaking, scripturally speaking, God certainly has blessed the United States of America. No one can argue that. But we need to be careful that we don't insert that into the text as if the Bible is all about us, or even prophecy is all about us, or God can't do His work apart from us. Certainly God has formed an eternal, everlasting covenant with the nation of Israel. And as we follow Israel through the scriptures, we see nations coming on the scene that God used in a mighty way to bless Israel. And at the same time, we see those who maybe didn't take advantage of their opportunities to bless Israel that ended up being cursed by God. Simple verse, Daniel 2:21. Beginning in verse 20, blessed be the name of God forever and ever, for wisdom and might are His. He changes times and seasons. He removes kings and raises up kings. He goes on to give wisdom to the wise and knowledge to those who have understanding. I'm thinking about the end of the Babylonian Empire, the rise of the Medo-Persian Empire, and how that impacted Israel. Babylon carried Judah away for 70 years, but then it was the rise of the Medo-Persians that facilitated Israel back into their land, fulfilling God's prophecy, put Israel back in their land, and even funded the reconstruction of the wall and the temple. Amazing provision by the hand of God. Well, I see how that God has raised up this nation, the United States of America, not because of our greatness or the fact that He wants to make us great, but He's put us in a position to be a blessing to Israel. And we've seen, our nation take advantage of that opportunity in general. Having been a friend of Israel, though there are certainly those in government and power now that are less friendly. But it's not about us. The future is not about us. God is not overly concerned with us. By that I mean more than He is concerned about Canadians, or more than He's concerned about Brits, or more than He's concerned about the French or the Spanish or any other nation that you want to mention. We are simply a tool that He has provided and raised up primarily for Israel, and that's my interpretation. That's the way I see things, because I think we cross a line when we become more fervent in our national patriotism than we are for God and His promises and His word. And the reality is, we don't see the U.S. in this word. There may be a couple extreme possibilities, but we don't generally see the U.S. in this word. But nevertheless, I'm grateful to be a citizen of this great country. I think God has done great things for us. I think He still desires to do great things with us. And thankful for the missionary movement that's come out of this country and all kinds of other things. But my goodness, we ought to be passionate about serving Him, much more passionate than we are about our national identity. Hey, it's been 5 minutes. Let's wrap it up. Have a great Monday for His glory. If you have any questions, comments, feel free to put them there. I may follow up on that some through the rest of the week. And I hope you have a great week this week. If it's a short week for you, maybe you're off Friday. Maybe you've got some other extended holiday time coming up. You enjoy that. And I hope you have a great day for His glory. God bless.